A click somewhere inside. The world slows. You lock eyes with the man from the photo shop. He cradles something within his coat. Fear, gun, move. The time to act is now. Two paths are before you. Go straight or go down. Your muscles tense up in anticipation of the launch. For a moment, the void and weightlessness of outer space, the realm of pure possibility. Some write bad verse on this particular subject matter and call it cathartic. Then gravity kicks in. You do not fall, you descend, a moon knocked off its center, hurling towards the capital city, tail burning. The shockwave is tremendous and silent as it travels up, out, and around. You're evading the line of sight for now, but not for long. You're out of his sight line, for now. The coast appears clear as you begin to ascend the stairs. You notice your pursuer from the corner of your eye. He has not seen you yet. You advance towards the exit, when suddenly your pursuer reappears before you. You lock eyes, again. Whether by chance or by stratagem, it seems you were destined to meet here. You hear the whine of a 50cc engine, a small tuk-tuk appears in your peripheral vision.
Yo, Obrecon, this way!
A teenager in a tuk-tuk called you a cunt. They may be an ally. You may not have a choice. Only one way to find out. Your body crackles with electricity as you batter your foe into submission. His eyes light up in fear.
Come on, time to move!
The man's hand slips out of his coat. He grips a camera tightly to himself. You race towards the waiting tuk-tuk and hoist yourself up.
One of those nights. Hans akimbo.
The girl gives you a quick, not exactly kind once-over from behind a dark cigarette and crescent nose. Ouroboros black, Tempo's brand. Her eyes are each a different colour, amber and ash.
You're welcome, Herschel.
Your true name brings a shiver with it. You are better known than you realised.
That was the almost fucked it wagon. Welcome one never showed up. Tempo said you'd be late, by the way. But that you definitely come.
Your former asset was swapping secrets with a teenage girl. What is occurring here? Not that. Probably. The man was a committed homosexual.
All of it's gone wrong. Someone took Tempo out. The whole way out. Who do you think found the blood? He's dead. Turbo dead. Sorry.
The adrenaline is discharged. In its wake, nostalgia and pain. Muscle memory.
Tempo had enemies in every direction. Take your pick.
Steady hand, even voice. Poise beyond their years.
Or maybe that's what someone wanted you to think. But sure, Herschel, let's go with Weeping Eye. Or the Carabineros. Or the Azzurri mob. Maybe they want to go to the mattresses again. Fuck you care anyway. Tempo always called you a friend. 5 years, no word, some friend.
Mayday, mayday. Gang taking heavy emotional flak here.
Yeah, I can see that.
Carried from a nearby apartment, a piano melody floats through the room as if on small wings.
Anyway, he's gone. So now it's me or it's nothing.
The girl studies her half-dead cigarette and falls silent.
The ritual, obviously. Has it started yet or what? Cascade or nothing. Tell her taxman is ready to begin the ritual. That was Tempo's message to the opera. What's it mean?
Horoscope, not a term from the Operant Bureau's playbook.
I would, actually. I just saw you in action. I thought you were high up in the opera or something. Tempo said you were top floor, brightest spy in the sky.
No need to mention our half-decade career ender in the freezer. Play it mysterious. Teenage girls love that.
Isn't that just spy talk for somebody fucked up? Let's say it's one of those then. We'll ever know. You're supposed to be the Great Cascade. Pockets full of answers. Tempo used to say it, so yeah, I do know what it means. Nothing anymore. Probably some coke shit. He practically had a feeding bag attached near the end. Maybe he did, and maybe it'll mean something more later. Gotta forgive yourself these days, I hear.
The girl closes her eyes, then opens them again. Smoke drifts from her nostrils.
Quiet, Herschel. I sense the presence of spirits. They want to commune with us.
Kid never mentioned she's a medium.
Yes, I hear them. They're close. They're whispering. Ritual's completely fucked. It's gone. Unless you can find this old Luthien guy. Before Temple got knuckle-flicked off the board, he was setting up a massive deal with some Luthien guy who's like 1,000 years old. Someone way high up. My best guess? This ritual's all tied up in that. Temple called it a blow for culture in defiance of all known laws. And he said that if he fucked this one, the Weeping Eye would kill us all. He said this numerous times. Seems that prophecy is coming to pass. Temple was first, a blood sacrifice in his own office. Next is me. Then you, probably, if you're still around. You're part of this deal now. Risk you take with friends like Tempo. But this thing, he thought you'd be proud of him. I don't think you were the intended playee here. No need to be a pessimist, Herschel. Realist will do. Secret jail or some shit. Out of reach. This ancient prick disappears a couple of weeks back. Gets snatched. Vanishes. Like that. Said some hyper-incriminating shit into the phone that everyone knows is tapped. Extremely schoolboy error. Tempo's on the other end. Hears him get taken. Black bag job. Now he's locked up in some secret jail, saying who knows what to who knows who. Right. Malin said her dad turned into thin air. She doesn't smile much anymore. Not a great look when you're trying to sell parties to people. You should see. Yeah, it's right under the flashing neon sign that says secret jail this way. Sorry. It's been a tense couple of weeks. This old guy getting snatched really spooked Temple. Like weapons-grade coke binge spooked. Last time I saw him, he was bleeding out of his nose and talking very seriously about fate. Correct. You've got me in this safe house, and I've got you. Not on coke, but I am spooked the fuck. You need to find this old Lucian guy and either just bust him out or shut him up. If this ancient prick spills on our massive deal, we're all fucked. You, me, and everyone.
This fixture is not yet rained off. The scoreboard is bleak, but there is still time to turn it around.
You do. Thanks.
A distant door slams somewhere beyond you. The soft, stifled piano carries over muffled laughter and child velocity footsteps from the apartment above.
Tempo said you come through for him. For us. So find that old prisoner, Herschel, and come through. Tempo was gonna get the old guy out of Luth via Portofino. Exit papers and all. Whole new you type of package. He was good at moving people and making them up. The techno-fascist nursing home? Who knows? Probably death in some form. Something he called the Mega Violator. I would say conceptual object, but it exists.
Track this thing down, wield it, relieve the world of the burden of consent.
The illuminated cunt never came through with it. Or at least, he didn't have the chance. So who knows where that got to? Only shot we got. It's you and me, Herschel. One cunt down, two more behind the ghost of him.
Her hand reflexively reaches for the cigarette packet jammed into her left bra strap. She smacks the packet once against the side of her head, then flips open the top and plucks one out.
Tatiana on the paperwork, but no one calls me that apart from my mother, and only when she's very angry with me. Probably sitting at home, wondering what became of her sweet little daughter. My name's Yana, and I'm the fucking man. On account of my many enemies. Enemies all the time. I've got a lot more problems than the ones you're bringing me. And I've got solutions to those problems in motion. Retract your nose from my affairs.
The air in the apartment is very stale all of a sudden. Cigarette smoke swirls like a spell.
Ignatz, area clown with shit taste in jackets. He used to work at the bazaar till Temple sacked him. For being a clown, officially. And unofficially, for maybe going in with the weeping eye. Who knows? Temple was saying a lot of strange things at the very end. Some of them even true. Either way, Kuntz just bought himself a lifetime ban from the bazaar. Welcome to the delinquent heap. From the photo on Temple's desk. That was all of you, right? The whole sick crew? Not a lot. That you were good, that you had something together, and that it was a shame how it all went down. No, I don't think so. Good things go sideways, it happens. This is straight. You were friends, right? You go down with your friends and you all go together. How it's always been.
The girl inspects the disc over the top of her cigarette.
This is one of those Einzel fucks Petre won't shut up about. Never. They're meant to be pretty rare, aren't they? I know she's missing, but that's no state secret. Whole world knows that. Kidnapped, I heard. Sad end if it's true. Of course, you can't go wrong with V. All her stuff is good. She's like a friend. She gets it. Where did you get that anyway?
Hold your cards close for now, Operan. All remains tilted.
Fine. Redact the world from me, see if I fucking care.
She takes a disgruntled drag, then flicks the cigarette several times.
Dipped one in nitroglycerin. Fair warning.
Her fingers are spangled with violet glitter.
Greedy cunt.
You rest one on your lip and pocket the second for later. The best cigarette you've had in years. The smoke swirls lazily in your chest.
Don't think you're getting another one, because you're not. All right, Herschel. Psychologize me. We had a professional arrangement. Now we have an extremely personal one. I was here. That's all. Yeah, I did some odd job shit around there. Admin stuff for Tempo. Became his assistant, basically. I'm a criminal prodigy. Best in show. Fleet of fucking foot. I was just Yana. The bazaar took me in. Tempo kept me. Probably where I left them. Appreciated. I'm retired. More trouble than they're worth, in my experience. I've got one friend. Might be all you need. No, he's my employee. I keep her locked in a room next door. Anything else? I don't think so. The bazaar's receipts don't think so either. People say the culture goes backwards, or downhill, or whatever the fuck. There's only one real blockade to culture. Blind and deafen yourself. Then maybe you're protected. Anything else? No chance. We'll find you eventually. Hold on, don't I get another name? Like how Tempo was Taxman?
Fuck. Mandated creativity time. Could go with Tax Girl. Strong thematic resonance.
Fuck's that mean? I'm a massive asset. And it better not be Tax Girl, or I'll kick off. Speak your piece. Keep your powder dry, Herschel. Stray spies still wandering around, looking for their forever. Keep your powder dry. Drift away, Stardust. I'm a second-hand dream dealer, but I'm the only dream you got. Who says sick? Are you 30? Moonglow is the reflection of a missing sun. Is that outfit your middle-aged history teacher costume? Don't be mean. We're representing the Ultras right now. It's not her fault she looks that way. This is what we call fan shifting. We become Ultravioleta, and we sing her songs as an act of faith and love. Yeah, we're fan shifting right now. Not surprised you've never heard of it. We like to do it together. It's fun to make the costume. And it's nice to sing to the world when it listens. That's very ignorant. You don't even know us. You look like a negation of the human spirit. Fuck off. We're not pretending. Why can old people not wrap their heads around it? Ugh, like that guy with the weird headphones the other day. No, maybe? I couldn't tell. He was so weird. He came up to us out of nowhere and said, in some territories, impersonating the monarch is a crime punishable by death. Death. Oh, maybe that's why Ultraviolet has been missing all this time. Maybe the weird headphones guy kidnapped her and he's keeping her songs all for himself. No, that's it. Case closed. He was obsessed. No way. But he looked so old. Wait, no, actually, that's so chic. That fits. It's unreal. Like, almost the exact embodiment of the Moonglow spirit. Why do you have that? How did you get that? That's secret UV lore, not for someone like you. Weren't we just talking about that? Kidnapped for sure. Total crime of passion. I bet he's making her sing for him. I wouldn't mind too bad if he kidnapped us. It's romantic, obviously. Weak. How do you know we are an Ultravioleta? Lame. I'd have eaten them. Ultras are ultra fans of Ultravioleta. It's a lifestyle commitment. Some of us have even died for this.
respect for the martyred ultras.
Mass suicide. So chic. They didn't even have to plan. They just heard the lyrics and knew. It was time to jump off the balcony of their parents' apartment building.
We live on the ground floor. I'd have to, slit my throat or something. Messy.
Nah. It was just one live performance on the radio a few years ago. Lucky bitches. Yuck. That freak with the colored hair? Definitely not Moonglow. Whatever the opposite of Moonglow is, that's her.
It's true. She could never be a true ultra. Sorry. She can't sing. She tried at school once, in the talent show. It was high catastrophe. She died up there.
I mean, she should have actually died. If that was me, I would have just died. Thank you.
Oh shit! That's totally something she'd do. No, he wouldn't let her. He loves her. Maybe even more than we do. He said he'd seen her live.
We've never seen her live. We've never seen her live, and now she's going to bite off her tongue?
Okay. He had a little mustache and a beige trench coat with weird lining. But we didn't see where he went. He could be anywhere.
We need to make an offering to Polaris. For UV. Sure.
You pick up the payphone's handset, a dolphin emblem smile. You step away. An old bench kneels in your presence. Its clank. You sit, and the bench welcomes you with a creak. As the minutes pass, you catch yourself scanning the surroundings. Lampposts, trash cans, flower planters, microphones. You have to force yourself to remember over and over. This is Portofino, not Novessa. An hour passes, its minutes unmarked. Portofino pulses in the background. Eventually you stand up, a bit more rested. The stool remains as haphazard as ever. You turn away. A low-budget clandestine publication, somewhere between fanzine and paperback. The author's name is listed on the first page as Ji Cheng Wang. Almost certainly a pseudonym. As it must be. This is a genre of literature neither written nor consumed by respectable individuals. It consists of some 60 pages of text, followed by an appendix with cut-out schematics for the body of the gun. Ostensibly a how-to guide, it doubles as a philosophical inquiry into the subject of firearms ethics. Headlines like Chapter 4, Your Last Chance to Stay Legal, and Chapter 7, Your Conscience and Me, immediately jump out at you. Firearms good, ethics bad. There are times in the conduct of human affairs when it becomes necessary to wang someone or something. This is a reality. There are, however, some preliminary considerations to disseminate. You would too, if your name was synonymous with death. Are you asking yourself whether you should or should not use the information in this book to build yourself a highly illegal firearm? Alas, there are many such decisional pitfalls in our world. It goes on extensively, the tone veering back and forth between sardonic hand-washing and outright murder advocacy. Probably not. Do you want to? Then this book is not for you. Maybe stick with one of those safe store-bought guns. The instructions specify materials for a 6-shot pipe gun with push feed. 500-gram hard plastic melted down, 1 coin 10mm diameter, 1 broomstick or wooden dowel, 1 aluminium can, tools, glue, and plywood. Ball bearings. Yes, and it is up to you to scavenge it all. Best place to start would be Photo 24. There's got to be some of this stuff lying around there somewhere. It's a working photo lab after all. Dotted lines mark the edges of 3-dimensional objects unfolded into rectangles and curved flaps. While unintelligible, the form of the gun lurks somewhere inside those shapes. 2 objects. The larger one is a mold that goes around the barrel and includes a crude grip, magazine well, and the outer part of the bolt feed mechanism. The smaller object is the bolt. Building it will be the test of fire. The stool remains by far the largest collection. you see a wild range of material, from an anti-aging guide to a series of books all by the same author. There are no medical textbooks you can see. You flick past the foreword, written by a prominent plastic surgeon, and into the table of contents. Soy and you, smoking, the real enemy. Are the injections failing, or is it stress? Why you should drink more water? But what does Mother think? Absolutely not. Even by the most generous medical recommendations. Nothing to that effect is written here. Instead, backed with a ton of evidence, the book simply states that smoking gives you wrinkles. The book is silent, though a sticker on the back cover would like to remind you that it spent 50 weeks on the bestseller charts. The large collection of self-help books almost seems to reach out to you. You return hundreds. You flip through the stack of slim staple. The leather-clad man is still walking, sword on his back. You do the honest thing. Nothing changes in the world. You turn away from... A shade in a leather jacket thrusts a decapitated head towards the reader, its lolling tongue and dripping viscera a promise of what's inside. And yet you're still staring at it. Hombre, Hombre, Volume 5, Issue 8. The pads of your fingers itch. The astringent chemical stink of cheap ink curls your delicate nostril hairs. But below that, vanilla, must, the pulpy fragrance of paper. The comic inks aren't even going to give you a head rush, but the nostalgia factor is undeniable. Black and white panels whip by, almost animated like a flip book by the motion of your thumb. A word bubble filled with scratchy handwriting conjures a raspy voice in your mind's ear, a polyp on the perineum of society. A clawed fist hitting a pulped face, the violence itself off-panel, but somehow made visible by the suggestion of the word "Krish" in a sickly bold font. A figure, man, woman, or demon, it's unclear, being consumed by shadows, swallowed alive, screaming. It wasn't a guy. It was a moon cultist, part of the wicked cabal responsible for killing his companion and lover, Aurelia Mist, the healer with the transplanted hands of a dual-wielding assassin. At least he did, before Aurelia was murdered by the moon cult. This isn't even the best arc. Wait until he finally masters shadow puppetry in Volume 6. You pause on a splash panel, huge, taking up the entire 2-page spread. The hombre stands in a pool of swirling water, a tiny ocean floating in a void of liminal space. The towers of the sunlit city stretch towards the empty sky. Their basements flooded, massive fish splayed atop their roofs, gasping for air. Before him, a red cloak, in the shape of his own silhouette, his own body bag, rises out of the water, inviting him to enfold himself inside. You've barely scratched the surface of new art. Wait till you see what's not getting published. Psychedelic mythological comedies, non-linear slice-of-life horror shows, funny animals that fuck. Flipping the magazine open to where its bindings hold the pages together, your eyes are filled with a horizontally oriented image, the comic's glorious cover, blown up in size.
Do you hear that? It's the sound of a city crying out. The light is a terrible drill, pressed into the street's exposed nerves. They beg for the relief of night. Maybe you don't. Your kind, your craft has lost its ways. But maybe you can find it again. Before the age of agencies and ledgers, the first spies communed with the dark. Your progenitors knelt before the umbral host, and thus the dark favored them. Echoes of the dark origins of your craft deny their truth at your peril.
Stagecraft, elevated by mystique, becomes myth. There's great power in that.
All around, darkness recedes. Gone are the old ways, scorched by the glare of satellite pings and high-lumen flashlights. That is why the host calls upon you. Ideally, latex works too, but the call is deeper and murkier than that. Be the shroud the city needs. Walk the streets, snuffing out lanterns and hope. Be an acolyte of gloom and spread the word. Liquid night envelops you. You pour forth.
With awkward reverence, you approach the shrine again. The light around you is dimming. Effa red and black special editions are lined up behind the sheet of glass. So close. You may find it impossible to forget. Effa red and...
If I said I wanted you to touch me, where would you do it? Would it hurt?
Pre-orgasmic tremors jiggle the padded shoulders of his jacket.
She thinks I work with the mouth breathers in the trade office. In this suit? Unbelievable. Yes, I saw your colleague, hanging utterly deflated from this very payphone. It was despicable. Gah, as though I bothered to make a mental note. It was 2 days ago, evening time. Like the wretched of the earth. abandoned to shoulder a massive, indescribable burden all by himself. I could hardly look at him.
The young man turns his back to you without another word. If you want to use the phone, you're going to need to dislodge him first. No response. He's...
Oh my God! You can't do that to me. But you really, really should.
With a jolt and a sharp glance, the young man pulls his shoulder away.
You know so much, and I so little. The power differential is grotesque, highly problematic. Don't change it.
Whether or not he's employed, he's certainly occupied.
I'm your faithful dog. I know nothing. I question less.
He leans away from you, resting his forehead against the metal shell.
This is a private phone call. Please excuse yourself.
A pained intensity in his lowered voice that strains his vocal cords.
I saw her talking to the old pilots earlier. They must have sent her to listen in. Do I want her to watch? Oh, maybe, in theory, but you should see the way she's dressed. Her coat, it's see-through like a grocery bag.
Turn in.
So close.
Warily, the young man watches you.
Marcia.
Two of the pilots slowly turn their heads towards the third, the silent one. A leaden silence descends. You have touched on something that should not have been touched upon.
Now, what makes you ask that? If Joe wants to tell you, that's his problem. I'm not translating.
Steady breathing, a gaze as missing as it is fixed on you. His companions may not accede to tell you, but he will, if you can understand him, that is.
You shouldn't.
Why don't you tell us something titillating instead, eh? Liven up the mood. You let me try. I will. Why don't you tell us something nice, sweet thing? Lighten the mood a bit, eh? I never tire of it. Gross misrepresentation is what that is. Back in the Tenetries, we have a folk tale about a kind of mermaid, Dennis Cadin they called, that's half woman and half sea cow, that would lure sailors to their death. And pilots, of course. No, trust me, it's very sensuous, classy stuff. See? The thing about Dennis Cadin is that they're not 50-50 like the mermaids they talk about here. Anyone can have any part human and any part animal. So there's women with big fat tails, women with flippers and no arms, women that look perfectly normal, except for the hairs, which are just like two little belly buttons on the side of their heads. I don't think you do get it. Next time you see a pretty young thing, imagine her with a sea cow body. Just try it.
That's what you think. That? For an hour? Pants back, I guess? All things considered, it's more vanilla than what most people ask for.
Never enough. As far... Until next time, sugar.